It's amazing. Whole different world.
You were a volunteer?
Yeah. I saw a world that wasn't so fortunate. They needed help. In business, I see a world full of opportunity. To help me take advantage of those opportunities, I invest in international funds with T.Rowe Price. I chose them because they work with analysts all over the world. See, I know what a difference being there can actually make.
T.Rowe Price, helping people invest with confidence for over 60 years.
Here's the dilemma that Captain Paul Ballou and his wife faced in the early 60s. The most popular singing star in the world was interested in their daughter. But how could they let her date him? She was only 14. Her name was Priscilla, and the 9th grader lived with her family near the Rhine-Main Air Base in Germany, where her father was assigned. Now, that's where the Army had sent its most famous draftee, Elvis Presley, who was nearing the end of his military service. Priscilla's parents agreed to let them date with lots of restrictions. They had to be chaperoned, and she had to be home by 11. And when Elvis's Army stint was over, he returned to Hollywood and Memphis, and for 2 years they didn't see each other. And then he invited her to visit him in Hollywood, and later Graceland for Christmas. That's when Elvis sprang his plan on her parents. Why couldn't Priscilla move to Memphis and finish high school there, living with his father and stepmother? Well, Elvis was halfway through filming Fun in Acapulco when 16-year-old Priscilla and her father arrived in Los Angeles. Elvis and Captain Ballou worked out the details, and Priscilla moved to Memphis and enrolled at Immaculate Conception High School. After an 8-year courtship, they were finally married when she was 22. Now, here's the movie Elvis was making when his future wife moved to Memphis. It's Fun in Acapulco. While some of the cast and crew actually did have fun in Acapulco, Elvis did not. Producer Hal Wallace had suggested taking Elvis to Mexico for location filming, but Colonel Tom Parker vetoed it. He reminded Wallace how difficult it had been filming in New Orleans when they made King Creole. That was in the United States, where they had received full cooperation from police and officials. In Acapulco, they would have to depend on Mexican police to contain the massive crowds that inevitably turned out at Elvis sightings. Parker was persuasive, so only a handful of cast members went to Mexico for the scenes involving the beaches, the bullfights, and the cliffs. And while they worked in sunny Mexico, Elvis and Ursula Andress were sharpening their language skills. Elvis had a Spanish tutor to improve his pronunciation. She was studying English. So for them, fun in Acapulco meant hard work in Hollywood. For American Movie Classics, I'm John Burke.
The proceeding was brought to you by T.Rowe Price, helping you invest with confidence for over 60 years.
Oh, come on, you can't stay another day?
Stay.
There he is.
I wish I could. I'm just so crazed with the new job. I don't have time to figure out my finances.
We went through the same thing when we got this house. And with the new baby coming, we needed help.
So what'd you guys do?
Called T.Rowe Price.
Really?
Yeah, it was great. It really helped simplify things. Give him a call.
Okay, I will.
What a big brother's for, right? Ah, come on, get out of there, you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. All right.
T.Rowe Price, helping people invest with confidence for over 60 years.
AMC's Going Elvis Festival is going all day, so stay tuned and visit AMCTV.com to find out how you could win a trip to Elvis's Graceland. Elvis Presley stars as a reckless singer who joins a traveling carnival and romances the owner's daughter in Roustabout with Barbara Stanwyck. Next.
Oh, what a beautiful morning.
For the first time in my life, people cheering for me.
We're a team, that's what we are. You need me and I need you and the paper needs both of us.
American.
Are you not listening to me?
Hi, I'm Jodie Foster. And just like everyone, I got my favorite films. And it's scary to think that someday they could just disappear. But fear not. Thanks to the art of film preservation, everyone's favorite films can be restored and protected so everyone can see them. And AMC is committed to just that.
You were
were right the first time, Mr. Quick. I got no written all over my face.
So join me each week for another classic movie worth preserving.
I'm in heaven.
Watch AMC's Film Preservation Classics with Jodie Foster every Sunday at noon, only on AMC.
We'll do the hard part. All you have to do is watch them.
Romance Classics invites you to turn off the phone, put up your feet, and refresh with a generous sample of Sunday Romance Classics on AMC. It's a peek at the network that has the stars, the styles, and the stories you crave. And that's life as it should be. This Sunday, take the afternoon off and contemplate love in far-off places with Paperback Hero. Then go Greek with the great romances of the 20th century. And Colin Cowie invites you to part 1 of The Ultimate Wedding. Sunday Romance Classics on AMC this week at 3 p.m. Eastern.
Take a walk on the glamorous side on AMC's original series, Hollywood Fashion Machine. Next time, Studio Style Wars.
The 3 major studios that really dominated the look of films were MGM, Paramount, and Warner Brothers.
It was a battle to win the spoils of fashion fought on runways 50 feet high.
They knew they were going to create this great trend.
Host Bo Derek referees the Studio Style Wars, Monday at 8 Eastern on AMC's Hollywood Fashion Machine.
"45 years after his death, this giant of pop culture is still considered the ultimate icon of cool. Join us in a birthday tribute to James Dean, Tuesday on AMC's Hollywood Reel to Reel. Though many critics consider it an underrated classic, everything about Giant is three-dimensional.
I'm gonna have more money than you ever thought you could have.
It earned George Stevens' 3rd Oscar. It stars 3 Hollywood heavyweights.
Get 'em out!
And it was The Lonely Rebels' 3rd and final movie.
I'm gonna get out of here one of these days.
Don't miss an AFI Top 100 film.
Leslie, you go out in the house. Take the women with you.
Giant. This Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, following James Dean, A Portrait, only on AMC's Hollywood Reel to Reel.
It's big, all right.
Unique vision. It's the difference between an ordinary director
What's the matter with him? Is he blind?
and a great one. Hitch had his mastery of the camera. Ford used the landscape like nobody else. Capra created characters his audience could feel for.
But I love Alice, and she loves me, and this whole thing's ridiculous.
Lucky for us movie lovers, they were generous with their vision. They share it every week on AMC's Director's Showcase, Wednesdays at 10.
This Valentine's Day, indulge in a refreshing kind of television with a night of romance classics. The network from AMC dedicated to women.
Where are the real men these days?
We'll laugh about this when we're 90.
Catch a first glimpse of something new coming to romance. Cinema Therapy. The show with a movie remedy for your every mood.
Movies can be very therapeutic, you know.
Oh, yes, and Chinese food does not hurt either.
It's a Valentine's Day sneak peek of romance classics, starting at 8 Eastern on AMC.
They walk a little taller, talk a little prouder, and they only know how to do things one way, their way.
Ain't I always learned you? You want something, take it.
They're tough guys, and you can see some of their toughest roles on AMC every Wednesday at 8.
You stay out of the north side. You come over there like George Washington, I send you back like Abe Lincoln.
He did time on a Georgia Chang gang. He had a lung removed and still did his own stunts. And he made such a good bad guy, real gangsters copped his style.
I want you to take those kids and show them what they're in for. Make them so hard they'd rather eat steel than take a dressing down from you.
Sure, they're a little rough around the edges, but in the end, they're all heart. Just don't ask them not to smoke. For a weekly walk on the wild side, try Tough Guys. Every Wednesday at 8, only on AMC.
Guess there's no good way to die, so...
A year before Watergate nearly destroyed our trust in government, the candidate warned us of bad politics on the horizon.
He's a man who shoots from the hip and a man who's hip when he shoots.
Robert Redford went from the gunslinging Sundance Kid to idealistic Senate hopeful Bill McKay.
We sink or swim together.
And entered the real-life race between principles and politics.
I want to know what the hell this campaign is.
Choose the candidate on AMC's Thursday Night with Oscar, February 10th at 8 p.m. Eastern. Friday nights on AMC, Hollywood's Houdinis reveal their secrets. For generations, these special effects masters have had us shaking our heads in disbelief. And now they're telling their tricks of the trade.
After a whole lot of hocus pocus.
Action! From smoke and mirrors to modern digital technology, it's a master's class in movie making.
You can see how far they've come with the effect shots.
See how the impossible becomes possible on Cinema Secrets, the AMC original series. Friday nights at 10 Eastern.
Caesar, mighty Caesar, all I can say to you is what you have taught to me. Take a little, then a little more, until finally you have it all. We've gotten off to a bad start, haven't we? This is my palace, Caesar. All of it is therefore available to me at my will. I am not your prisoner.
See nothing. But you.
Let him debate the wisdom of his position. I have a happy choice. To destroy him wet or dry. I've chosen wet.
We must not disappoint the mighty Caesar. The Romans tell fabulous tales of my bath and handmaidens. And my morals? Time is never reasonable. Time is our enemy, Caesar.
Am I to conquer it for you? What plan of battle do you suggest?
You can see Cleopatra all this month on AMC. This February, AMC salutes the greatest men in America. The men who built it, stood beside it, and left impressions so strong that they become American classics.
You have to live with people. You have to work with them. Fight beside them.
First, the guys we elected to rule the free world.
I'm willing to give it all I've got.
Who did such a good job, we put them on money.
We worked our butts off.
One for the money, two for the show.
He's not a president, but he's the king.
Excuse me, that's me.
The most hip-shaking.
That's right.
Heartbreaking.
You kiss every girl you talk to?
Rock and roll legend ever to grace this land.
And I am
free.
These are the men and women who've overcome one of the greatest struggles in history.
They killed Cornbread and he wasn't doing nothing.
AMC honors Black History Month and the journey from slavery to freedom to greatness.
If I want to go somewhere, I can just go.
This way, big fella.
And every Friday in February, join the man whose creations have thrilled us all.
Movies spark our imagination, but it's the special effects that bring them to life.
AMC effects host Stan Winston shows off the wildest new special effects on Cinema Secrets.
It's very 90s. It's not a guy wrapped in band.
Then it's the AMC Effects Movie of the Week. The pioneering works that made special effects an art form.
Such secrets that have never been dreamed of.
She's no man, but her beauty's inspired enough of them to get a mention here.
There is only one way. My way.
It's Elizabeth Taylor's birthday. Celebrate her style on a special new episode of Hollywood Fashion Machine and spend an afternoon with scenes she stole like so many hearts.
I knew I could love you the minute I first saw you.
Darling. The movies are fit for kings this February when America's greatest men come to AMC.
That's the best news I've heard all day.
You want to see this boy die because you personally want it, not because of the facts.
Explore the world of movies and movie making with every issue of AMC Magazine. Every month, exclusive, in-depth features and interviews from Hollywood insiders and noted authors. You'll also find intimate, rare, behind-the-scenes photographs that bring the stars and the star makers to life. No chance of missing your favorite classic movies. The monthly calendar and listings tell you all you need to know. Let the network that shares your passion for the movies be your guide. Order AMC Magazine for yourself or a friend today. Just call toll-free 1-888-AMC-4700 or send a check or money order for $12.95 to the address on your screen. You can also order on our website, amctv.com. AMC Magazine. Order today.
What do rat packs, cool cats, and sex kittens have in common? They're all having a gas as this month AMC's American Pop throws a bachelor pad blast. Dig? For the digging impaired, here's how you can get into the swing of things. First, you need to have some cuckoo music. Try checking out the original American Pop documentary, Louis Prima, The Wildest. He's a crazy cat, which basically means the same thing as cuckoo. Next, invite over some groovy chicks who swing, women who, well, you get the idea. Oh, and ditch the Clydes. Clydes are like from Dullsville, man. They're nowhere. And if you really want to score with the chicks, then you have to hang with the rats.
So what's wrong with a little hey-hey?
Frank, Dino, Sammy, and Peter. We're talking Vegas, baby, the big room. And for a real ring-a-ding-ding time, dig our website at www.ampop.com. All this February, you could spend your Saturday nights in Squaresville. Or you can hang with American Pop's Bachelor Pad Blast. So tune in tonight at 9:45 on AMC.